Next up, we have the dark suit. Now, this suit doesn't really make any sense in the context of how you unlock it. You unlock this from doing uh, the Black Cat side missions in the main story. This has absolutely zero attachment to the Black Cat. I mean, I dig the red and the black, though. That's why I rank it so high. Again, gives me more Batman vibes, which I'll always accept. Not a huge fan of the spider logo. I don't understand. They did it on the other suit too. What is this obsession with this diamond design? I don't like it. I don't mess with it. I just spread the legs out. You got like all these legs smushed together. It just looks weird. Also, there's not enough red on this suit. Maybe could have given him some like red on the fingers or something along the lines of that. But again, it has really nothing to do with Black Cat. Like, maybe if they would have went with like a black and white, that would have been cool. But this just really has no semblance relation to Black Cat whatsoever. But overall, I like the black. It's definitely a sleek looking design. Yeah, it's overall it's not a bad suit. I definitely think it's definitely a cool design. Next up, we have the Fear Itself suit. Now, this suit I used to hate with a passion, but it's grown on me. Well, first things first, the two things I'm not a fan of is the chainmail and the gauntlets. I don't like these, like, spiky gauntlets. I don't know why he has those. Oh, also the back logo. Not a fan of either. I do like the front logo, very classic looking. I love the eyes and the mask. I love this glow effect that it's got going on. If they just would have gotten rid of those gauntlets and that chainmail, this suit would be 100 million times better. I also kind of wish, if this suit had a utility belt, then I feel like it would have made the gauntlets less bad. I don't know why. I feel like that's the main thing that makes the gauntlets look off, is the fact that he doesn't have a utility belt. Random as hell, I know, but I'm a fan of the classic look of this suit, though. This suit is very classic looking. Again, it's got perfect Spider-Man eyes, a great logo. A little small, but great. Yeah, the whole web design, it's just a very classic look, and I like it. I like its suit mod it has. I know this is the first time I've even brought up suit mods, as I try to keep the suit mods out of it. I just kind of go off the design. But the suit mod is actually pretty good for it, so it's a good suit. Next up, we have the 2099 Armored suit. Now, this is a very far superior suit than the 2099 one. My issues with this suit come in the fact that the spider logo is very, like, hard to... Like, it's just so much. It's just, like, a bunch of crap mushed into one thing, and it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. But I love the sleek matte finish of this suit. I love the big Batman-style, like, things he's got on the forearm. Love the helmet. It's got this cool armored design. It just looks sick. I just love the sleekness of it, and again, that matte finish. I'm a huge like fan of matte colors. I don't know why. It just looks clean. It's a clean suit, you know, and almost gives me like a vibe of like a toy, but in a good way. Wish he had a back logo. I know the regular 2099 suit doesn't have one. I kind of wish this one did, but overall though, it's not a bad suit. I think it's pretty cool looking. Coming up next, we have the Scarlet Spider suit. This is a good suit. I do have a few issues with it, though. I'm not a huge fan of the wrist gauntlets and the ankle gauntlets. I also don't like these shoes he's got going on with like the line in the middle where you put your toes. It just looks a bit off. Not a fan of the utility belt either. Also, there isn't enough blue on this suit. The blue hoodie's not doing it for me. Again, I know it's comic accurate. But those are my main issues with it. I also wish there was an option to put the hood up, but amazing. It's got amazing Spider-Man eyes. I love the front logo. The hoodie is cool. You know, I like this whole red design he's got going on. Again, if he just had like red by the feet and they got rid of all these gauntlets and shit, this suit would be so much higher on my list. Especially if you could put the hood up. But it's a classic design. Everybody loves the Scarlet Spider design. It's just such a classic, you know. It's become one of the most iconic Spider-Man suits at this point. It's not a bad suit. I think it translates into the Insomniac universe very well. I think Insomniac did it as best as they pretty much could. with recreating the regular suit look. Next up, we have the Spider Armor Mark 1. I think the reason I put this so high is because, again, I love the black on this suit. I also really love the eyes on this suit. It's very nice eyes. And the spider logo is sick as always. I guess my main issue with this is just it's very the armor option they opted for is very strange. I think if they would have kept the webbing design maybe out of it, I think this suit would have been a lot better. I hate how it's all like broken up into squares. It just makes it look a bit strange. He looks like a fucking ice cube tray. I think the silver's a little too metallic for my liking. I wish it was a little more matte. But the black is very sick. And I don't mind black and silver. I think it's a cool design. And a cool color choice. The back logo is a bit strange. But aside from that, though, I think this is among the best of the armored suits in this game. Coming in at number 21, I know this one's going to be a bit of a controversial one. We have the Iron Spider suit, the regular one, not the MCU version. I have absolutely no problems with this suit other than the eyes. The eyes are where my problems lie with this suit. I don't like them. Again, I know it's comic accurate. I just don't like the shape of them. I never have. Really giving me those Iron Man vibes, which obviously it's supposed to, so I don't mind whatsoever. It's funny, with this suit in particular, I really get some nanotech, like Mark 50 designs, or like vibes from this suit, especially in the legs, which I don't mind, because that's my favorite Iron Man suit. So I do like this suit, do not get me wrong, I do like this. It's just the eyes are they're a little too thin for me, man. I wish, and the gold on the eyes is a little too shiny. But I love how it's got like a little mini arc reactor. Not even an arc reactor. It's just kind of lines that light up in blue. But it kind of looks like an arc reactor. He's got the thing on the palms. Really, what would have put the suit so much higher if it had like an ability where you could use them. That would have put the suit so much higher on the list if you could do that. Unfortunately, you cannot. But overall, it's a great suit. The Iron Spider suit is a fabulous suit. Coming up next on this list, I know this one's going to be controversial. We have the Tobey Maguire suit. Not a big fan of this suit, man. As in terms of like spider suits go. I don't get me wrong, I do like the classic design of this suit. I just don't think it translates the best into this game. The webbing, first of all, is way too pronounced on this suit. It just takes up so much of the suit for me. It's just like all that sticks out, and that's the reason I don't like it in the movies too. I don't like the silver webbing. I really wish this suit would be so much better if they just would have gotten rid of those triangular eyes and that silver webbing. Those are my main issues with this suit. Again, I like the big, wide, like amazing Spider-Man eyes. I do not like these triangular eyes that they did. And the silver webbing is just off, man. It doesn't look right. I know they kind of had to do it for the film back then. Really, what I wish they would have done is I wish they would have went with the Spider-Man 1 suit instead of the Spider-Man 2/3 suit, because they are different. The Spider-Man 1 logo, while it is smaller, it's black, straight black, instead of the silver color, so it really stood out amongst the webbing. This one doesn't. Also, I feel like his eyes are abnormally close together for some reason. I don't know if that's just me or if it's actually what's happening here. They just feel really close together. Those are my main issues with it, though. Like I said, it's just the eyes and the webbing, man. I don't like it in the movies. Again, I like it even less, I think, in the game. I love myself a classic Spider-Man suit, but I don't know, man. This one's just, out of all classic Spider-Man suits go, this is definitely the worst one, in my honest opinion. Coming in at number 19, we have the Stealth suit from Far From Home. This suit is pretty clean, man. I really like the whole armor design. My only complaint with this suit is that it's got no logo on it. I really wish it would have had a logo, maybe like a shield logo of some sort. I know the whole kind of reason they made this suit was so it wouldn't stand out, you know, so you could kind of go undercover in Italy, I think it was. I don't remember too much about that movie. I don't like that movie, but I do like the suits from it though. This suit's pretty cool, man. Again, it's a very little sleek design. Again, Batman vibes all the way, which again I'll never say no to. And I like the way they have the eyes. I wish you could flip them up in the game like you do in the movie, or like he does in the film. Unfortunately, you can't. And I dig the fingerless gloves. It's a cool, sleek look. Next up on this list, we have the anti-Ock suit. Now, the only thing that is holding this suit back for me is the eyes. The eyes on this suit are very Tobey Maguire-esque, and I do not like it. I don't like these triangular eyes, man. Give this thing the classic eyes, like the classic suit in this game. Give it those eyes, it's perfect. One interesting thing this suit does is it expands the Spider-Man PS4 logo. You know, Spider-Man PS4's got that big white logo. But in the PS4 suit, it kind of gets cut off. In this, it carries all the way down and finishes, which is interesting. I never noticed that until recently. Obviously, the logos on the back and the front are perfect, literally perfect. You got the Toby logo on the back in big. And then you got this big, wide logo on the front. Love it. It's an amazing design. I'll never complain about those logos. They're perfect logos. They're among the best of the Spider-Man logos, if not the best. So yeah, my main issue with this is just the eyes for me, man. Aside from that, it's a great suit. Next up on this list, another TASM 2 game suit, the Stealth Big Time suit. Now, I feel like this suit was also done better in the TASM 2 game. I'm not a huge fan of these shoulder/knee pads he's got going on with this like dotted look to it. Love the spider logo. Again, I love how big it is. I love the eyes are huge. Not a big fan of the black or the back logo. I wish it would have extended down to the legs. But it's really those shoulder pads and the knee pads that are doing it for me. They just look off. And they don't gel with the rest of the suit, in my honest opinion, with this whole dotted texture look it's got going on. Kind of looks like he has a little bit of a belt going on, which is cool. I dig it. It's a clean design overall. It's a little wrinkly in the back, not by the neck for some reason, which it isn't like that on the rest of the suit. I still think it was done better in the TASM 2 game, like I said, but still, overall, a sick design in this game. Coming in at number 16, I don't know if this is a controversial one or not. We have the Spider-Clan suit. My main reason for putting this on here is because, again, it's something different. It's just a different type of suit. Now, I don't know what this is from. I've never seen Spider-Man media that was like this. But again, the reason I just put it so high, I love the cell shading. You know, I just love how different it is. What's really holding it back, though, first of all, he's got, like, this thing on his back. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a rock or something. It looks like a back bling from Fortnite. Not a fan of the spider logo on the front. His head shape is horrid. But I dig the big goofy hands and the feet, and again, this whole cell-shaded look, and he's, like, wearing a t-shirt. It's not bad. Take that back bling, like, the back part off, this suit would probably be higher on the list, to tell you the truth. I also don't necessarily dig the taped hands, but it's not the end of the world. I like the sneakers. It looks cool. And again, it's just something different, and I think this is something that they didn't experiment with enough in the second game, which we'll get to. But yeah, I love the Spider-Man eyes, too. It gives me some, like, spectacular Spider-Man vibes. I don't know if that's what this is from, or what. My Spider-Man knowledge isn't as strong as, like, my Batman knowledge is, so I don't really know. But overall, it's a solid suit. Coming in at number 15, we have the Armored Advanced suit. Interesting one, because, again, like I said, logo is perfect, but the front logo on this gets cut off a lot. It's different. It's a very different logo than the actual regular Advanced suit. It's like it gets cut off so early, which I don't mind. It kind of gives us a different look, a look on that suit. I get some like really space vibes from this suit. I dig the helmet. Again, very Red Hood vibes, even though it's white. It just looks like a Red Hood helmet. Love the eyes. It's great eyes. You know, I love how you can like see the red come through. A little bulky, just a tad, a teeny tiny bit too bulky for me. Wish it was a little bit sleeker. But it is such a big nitpick, or small nitpick, sorry. Overall, this is a clean looking suit. I dig this suit highly. Number 14, we got the classic suit. I dig the classic suit, man. I love the spider logo. It's too small for me, but I do like this kind of unique take it's got on it. I like the eyes as well. Not a huge fan of the colors. I think the colors are a little too. I don't think they're vibrant enough. It's got like this. It's almost like this brick red color. That's not fully doing it for me. Another thing is like right here, it's really outlined in black, but then like down by the feet and on the back, it's not as outlined in black. It's not fully consistent, which is a bit strange. And this one nitpick that I have, when it comes up on the arms right here, it's got like this kind of circular, like oval type shape. I kind of wish it was like more pointy there. It's such a slight nitpick, but for some reason that's really messing with my OCD. I wish it was just kind of pointed like that instead of like this oval around the arms. But aside from that, this is a perfect suit. It's so clean. Oh, I also want to make this clear. I should have made this clear a while ago. I'm not counting the damaged suit. There's just really no reason to. It's the same suit. It's just got battle damage. So I'm just going to count this one for it. This is an amazing suit. I do dig it highly. Chef's kiss suit.